everyone, this is Jasmine from JazzDrawsArt, and today I am attempting the 10-minute, 1-minute, 10-second drawing challenge. Let me tell you, I used to be really good at this kind of stuff, and I'm a little out of practice, so just bear with me. Here you see me starting with the 10-minute. Yes, I did time myself, and it drastically gets worse as it goes on, so just stick around for the ride. So here is the 10-minute. I just started sketching whatever came to mind first. I decided not to do a full body, but rather more of a bust. So head to shoulders kind of thing, maybe just past the shoulders. And I just did whatever came naturally to me. And so of course I get my basic head shape in and I'm sketching the hair. I decided to do short hair because it was probably a little bit easier than having to do like all this long curly wavy hair. I quickly get that in and then try and assess where I'm going to put the features. Now, this kind of challenge is so hard because it is so stressful because you're trying not to look at the clock too much, but you gotta check it just enough so you know how much time you have to add things, take away things, whether it's like able to work or not. And so I did my best to just go. I probably should have gone a little faster with the 10-minute, but I think that for what it was, it turned out all right, especially since I decided I was going to ink and color it. So, which is pretty ambitious for me. I don't tend to color things very often, let alone inking is like my top. But yeah, so here I'm just trying to get in a face. You can see that I did not speed up this video. This is in real time. I can draw a little bit faster than this, but again, I've been in a little bit in a slump, and so I'm just trying to get down a facial expression here. You can see this is a bit more stylized. This is naturally what my style is when I'm not trying to make it look more of a certain way, like more realistic or more comic book. This is just kind of how I draw naturally when I doodle. I decided to just do this quickly in a sketchbook rather than digitally because I tried a few times and it just did not work. So this worked out much faster for me. I kept playing with the face shape because I wanted to have a certain look about her, even though I really shouldn't be wasting this time and I should be using it all for my actual things I need to do. Like, you know, the rest of the body, like the neck and the shoulders and everything, get the coloring and inking done. So here I'm just getting my basic shape of the body. Of course, not everything's to be 100% proportionate, but I tried to give her like this nice kind of woolen, I guess, blazer. In the end of it, she kind of looks like a coven housewife, like a witchy housewife you see on like these TV shows. I haven't quite watched those, but it's kind of the vibe I get from them, even though I haven't seen them. You know, when I see pictures from them or stuff like that, I just go with whatever I think looks good enough and move on. You can see I'm just drawing like a few little extra details, and I give her this little star necklace. She's definitely giving me housewives though. Like the vibe of a housewife. A witchy housewife. So I go in with my Sharpie fine liner and I start inking it in. If I were to do like an actual polished piece, the reason why most of my videos are sped up is because I like to take my time. I know that the longer you draw, the quicker your lines can get, but ink, I never want to rush because once you put it down, you can't pick it back up and you don't want to smudge. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. So here I'm just getting everything inked in and lined in, and I, at this point, have not that much time. I've gotten in like maybe 3.5, 4 minutes, and so I really gotta move it if I want to get all her details done and color her in. When you start doing the inking process, you have a chance to maybe try and correct some of the mistakes you didn't like that you did in your pencil sketch. So that's what I'm just doing here. Like, I want to thicken up her eyebrows a little bit, give her some more wispy, wide set eyes and lashes, and make her smirk in her nose a little bit more intentional, a little more of a cheeky kind of expression. I always feel so panicked in these situations, so it's hard for me to draw actually, because like my hands get kind of sweaty. So I'm really trying my best to just get this piece done. It's weird watching this back and seeing how slowly I actually move, because I've done blonde contours before and I've gone much faster in this. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So here I'm just lining her clothing, and I'm really racing trying to think of what color combinations would look good for this character, because I'm just gonna pull whatever I can out of my pencil case once I'm ready. So here I'm just finishing up, putting the last few bits, and then I gotta erase the pencil lines. And my arm that was holding my phone, like my little adjustable like clamp, it's clamped to my desk and I accidentally bumped it. That's why you see the jitter in the camera. I did not turn off the camera. If you want to see the raw footage in maybe a side video another time, I can put that in for you. So here I just start coloring in her face really lightly. I never want to go all in with a color if it's going to be like super saturated. You want to keep it a little bit lighter so you can blend, and that way you can darken it up later. So I went with just a plain peach, then more of like a mahogany color for the lips, the nice dark red lip. And then I took like a light mid-brown kind of hazily color for her eyes. I think it really suited the lip color. And I took a golden yellow and made her a blonde. I don't tend to do blondes often, but I thought it would be a little bit easier to have a light color than have a dark color and have to fill it in really fully so you can't see all the gaps. But with a light color like this, you can't tell it's easily. So at this point, I'm like almost 8 minutes in, so I really gotta start speeding up with my coloring, getting my things done so I can add a little bit more detail. I realized I didn't color her skin below her necklace, so I filled that in. And what goes with yellow and red better than green? So I decided against using a brown for her suit, you know, like a tweed, and went with more of like a green. It gives her more of that kind of suburban housewife witchy color, and I thought it complemented the skin tone, the hair, and the eyes, and all of it very well, especially since it's more of like a natural green without being too muted of a color, but muted enough that it's not oversaturated. And I just did a really light cross hatching on her. And I decided that I needed to add some basic, simple, not neat, but simple shading with more of like a maroon mahogany color. I just wanted to fill in, give her a little bit of depth so you could see it. So here I'm doing like where the orbits are, a little bit under the chin, where the hair falls, where her necklace falls, the folds in her clothes. Just getting in a rough bit because at this point I only have less than a minute to go. And so I'm really racing against the clock, trying to decide what's essential, what's not essential, what will improve this piece, what will ruin this piece, trying my best to keep it not bad, because it's really easy to screw up something in a rushed mistake. So I decided that her skin tone was too light and I wanted to darken it enough that you could see on the camera she actually had one, because it was getting really washed out. So here I just deepened up her skin tone a bit and decided to add a little bit of shading to her hair with some brown. A reddish brown. Just again, really rough. I'm almost done, and in the last few seconds now. Here we go. And done. 10 minutes. That is my 10-minute drawing. So that's the original standard. Now, moving on to 1 minute. The 1 minute, I expected to do better, but I really just got carried away with little things that don't matter. You usually want to get all that you can, but you're about to see what I really did get. So here I'm just resetting my alarm and getting ready for the 1 minute challenge. And here I go. The 1 minute, I really wish I had gone further. So here I am trying to get the basic head shape, adding the neck as fast as I can, trying getting the hair without screwing up so it has that basic form that the original had. My pencils kept getting in the way. Had to move those. Here I'm still trying to get the hair, the outer shape, the curvature, just trying to make it more like all one shape rather than getting too into it. And yet I'm still dawdling a little bit with some of the shape, trying to get the lines right. Erasing is not important, by the way, when you're doing a challenge. Don't do it. Okay, eyebrows, and one eye's done. Nose. Get the mouth done. Have the basic expression of the original. And there's the eye and the eyebrow. And time. 1 minute. Yeah. I could have definitely done better, but I got way too focused up in the face. So hopefully in the 10-second one, I do a little bit better than that. So here I'm just setting up the timer for my next challenge, which is 10 seconds. 10 seconds is nothing. I have done like 2 seconds ones before, which are literally just full on scribbling. You don't actually even get anything done. But yeah, I'm setting it up and getting ready and go. 10 seconds. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. You can see that the expression on this one is clearly my favorite. And 10-second challenge, done. Comment down below which one is your favorite, and if you'd like to see me do another version of this challenge or anything else you'd like to see. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and to subscribe for more content like this. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. And keep an eye out for Inktober videos. Alright, see you guys.